Hi, it is day 2 of online learning. Today we are going over Unit 6, Lesson 1.2, but before we start, I wanted us just to kind of do a quick recap of what we talked about yesterday, because we had a lot of vocabulary words and a lot of concepts that are really important for us to understand throughout the rest of our unit. So, a fraction shows equal parts of a whole. So the number on top would be my part, and the number on the bottom is my how many total equal parts do I have for the whole object. So my number on the top is my numerator, and the number on the bottom is my denominator. My denominator is my equal pieces of the whole, the total equal pieces of the whole. So my fraction here is 1/4 because each of these parts is 1/4. I have 4 equal parts. This part is 1/4, this part is 1/4, this is 1/4, and this is 1/4. Just like here and here, it's the same. They're each 1/4. They're a part of my whole. But in order for a fraction to be a fraction, is that it needs to be equal parts. I couldn't say that down here this is a fourth, this is a fourth, this is a fourth, and this is a fourth, because they're not equal parts. In order to be a fraction, we need to make sure that they're equal parts of a whole. As you saw in the materials slide, you need to have 5 sheets of the same size paper. It needs to be the same color and the same size. Doesn't really matter what size as long as all 5 are the exact same size. So, what you're going to do with these 5 sheets of paper, the first one you're going to fold it in half. So I'm going to mark my fold line with the pencil, trace it right down the middle. And now I'm going to think, how many equal pieces did I make? You can pause me. Think about how many equal pieces did I make? What fraction of the whole piece of paper is each part? What fraction of the whole piece of paper is each part? And how would I write that? So I would write 1/2. And the only reason I'm writing this in Sharpie is because it's kind of difficult to see. And 1/2. So 1 is my numerator, and 2 is my denominator. I have 2 whole parts, or 2 parts that make up my whole, and this is 1 part of that whole. So the directions are on the next slide. So what you need is 5 sheets of paper. Then you're going to fold it, depending on the first sheet needs to be 1/2. The second sheet needs to be 4 equal pieces. The third sheet needs to be 8 equal pieces. The fourth sheet needs to be 3 equal pieces, and the fifth sheet needs to be 6 equal pieces. So make sure that you count how many pieces that you folded into. And also remember, with our fraction, they need to be equal parts. So once you fold them into the correct amount, you're going to label each piece with its fraction name, as I did with my halves. I wrote 1/2 and 1/2 on each sheet.